Hi family, welcome back to Tara's Take. So today I wanted to create some Christmas ephemera, and I thought that it'd be fun to make a kind of like a flip tag. So I'm gonna use a couple of my backgrounds here that I made with you guys, and I'm gonna make these. Let's see, do I want to use this one? I want to make these pretty big, so I think I'm gonna do. So what you're gonna need if you want to join along, I'm sorry, I'm just like diving in. What you're gonna need is some glue, a selection of papers, I've got some pictures, some Christmassy, digitals, and then I have some laces over here and some ribbon to play with on the edgings. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and play. You're going to need some scissors, and probably if you're using, like I'm using the paper we did on our jelly plate, so I'm going to be backing this paper because obviously it's not really acceptable. So yeah, so anyway, and maybe a bone folder, yeah, probably, or your handles of your scissors, of course. And I'm gonna do a couple of these today, I think, maybe 3 if I can, and we'll see, right? This is not a mass make per se, it's more of a craft along with me. I just wanted to have some fun and do like we did with the autumn journal and make some things for it, but this will be for our Christmas. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and grab my little card, and since these are larger tags I'm making, I think I will do them, let's see, do I want to do them like this one? Yeah, I know this is crooked, I can see it. I'm going to flip it and do it like this. There we go. Sometimes it's easier if you can lean into those edges that you're off. Okay. And what I'm using here, in case you're new or you're new to junk journaling, I've just taken an old credit card and I've cut different sizes. Can you see? Okay. I've cut different sizes on the corners so that I can do different size tag corners, and this helps me to do it evenly on each side. So I use the different sizes depending on what size paper I'm using, what size tag I'm creating. So, okay. Great, there's one. So how's everybody doing today? It's Thursday, and I hope you all are doing good. You starting to think about Christmas shopping yet? I know we're already almost to our Thanksgiving here in America. There's 2, and I think I'll do one with the words too. Let's see. And I'm keeping these scraps because they're so pretty. I'll be using them somewhere else. Yeah, I think I mentioned to you guys the other day that Courtney's boss had given us a turkey, so I picked that up. I don't know, maybe I told you guys about it on Monday. I probably did. Not a lot happens in my life, so I've told y'all I'm kind of boring. I mean, as far as like, not running out and doing a lot of stuff different, so I don't have a different story every day for current events. But anyway, yeah, I got that 22-pound turkey, and so now I've confirmed I'm gonna cook Thanksgiving, and even though it's just him and I'm gonna make a big enough meal for me to be able to drive into Phoenix. My daughter lives about 70, maybe 75 miles from where I'm at. So I'm going to take this next Friday, day after Thanksgiving, and I'm going to drive into town and take my little girl home cooked meal for Thanksgiving and spend some hours with her visiting, and that'll be wonderful because it's been over a year since I've seen my daughter. Yeah, so it's been a long time, and I miss her so much. So now what I'm thinking here is that we can do a couple of things. We can do, some of these flips can have the oh my goodness, hinge. And then I also wanted to use some washi tape. I'm looking here. Am I going to have to get up and get it? I've got some, but I don't know if I want to use this one. Let me see. It's pretty, isn't it? But it's so wide. Yeah, it's really wide, but it is cute. Where does it even begin? Sheesh. There it is. So I think I'll use some of this on at least one of them here. I want to give that a try. And let me grab a couple of these. Let's see. We have got some really cute little pictures, but I don't need them to be quite that big. Let's see. That one's cute. Oh, these are like the perfect. Look at that. They're give me space to, yeah. So I'm gonna do one here and one here. That one's pretty. And I know I'm probably recreating the wheel, and that there's many people who've done these. I just was wanting to do something, you know, fun. I like interactive, and I thought, you know, this would be cute. So I'm sure that I have not created something new. Isn't she pretty? I just love her. I've got to find a place to use her, that's for sure. She's adorable. These are all bigger. Let's see. I think I want to use one that's going to go longer on the other side. So, oh, look at that. Oh, I think we'll use this one. Goodness, pretty girl. Okay, so I've got my 3 for that one, and then I'll pick for the other ones. Maybe I should pick right now, right? Okay, since I'm doing it. I mean, that makes sense, doesn't it? So I'll go ahead and use, where was the other one I just saw? There are so many here that are beautiful. I'll use her. And there we go. And then I'm going to use these guys. Now these are all more in a portrait. There we go. Here's a few that are, I'm trying to find more that are set in a horizontal view. I'm definitely going to have to, oh, and you know what I could do? I was thinking I could actually also use these pieces of Tim Holtz paper, even using, I don't even have to use the paper. I could use these. Wait, let me find them. You already know what I'm talking about. The little cards. Because they'll fit pretty good too. I want those that'll look good on their side. South Pole, that's cute. Let me see. Actually a little wide. Maybe I should use the smaller ones. This smaller size here. I don't know if they're too small though. I don't know why I thought I had more of the smaller ones, but I'm not seeing them here. Huh. Did I use them all? You guys know I've used a lot, huh? I was using them on different stuff, so here's a few. Okay, here's a few. Okay, so I'll go through those as we go along and put these little guys back. Okay. My desk is just overflowing all the time. All the time. But praise the Lord, I have supplies, right? So I'm not going to complain. So what I'm going to do is sit all these little guys over here, and I'm going to put these down onto some copy dyed paper that I have behind me. I'm going to grab sheets that have little tears in them. I actually copy dyed this morning. I have a bunch of, oh, which glue do I want to use? I'm going to use this one. I have a bunch of paper in my front room where I dry all the paper now. I did some tracing paper and I did some copy paper. So, and then I'm so bummed because I was doing all this printing this morning because I've got an announcement. I'm not going to make the second, but I'll tell you guys in a minute. And I was printing out a particular group of DigiKits from a friend of mine that I've met through Facebook, and she has an Etsy shop, and she also has a channel. I don't believe that she speaks on her channel. I think because she doesn't speak English. She's from Italy, and she does like flip throughs of her work, beautiful digitals. And so I was printing out her stuff for this project I'm going to do, and my printer just started telling me there was no paper in the thing, and I'm trying to get it to work, and it is not pulling the paper through. So I canceled the job, and I'm giving it a break because I had been printing for probably 2 hours. So I'm wondering if maybe it just got overwhelmed. You know, I'm hoping, because it seems like the little wheels that pull the paper through aren't pulling the paper through. And it's saying that either I'm out of paper or I have a jam, which neither is the case. So pray for my printer, because I can't just run out and get a new printer, you know. Cordy spoils me about my supplies for the most part, but you know, we don't just have the money to go running around buying printers and stuff. Yeah, so pray for me that my printer's not broken all of a sudden out of nowhere. It was a bummer. And I like to rub on both sides because the back side has a tendency to get these little, you know, bubbles a little bit, and if I can rub them out as much as possible, I do. I don't really have any coffee dyed cardstock right now that I really want to use to back my cards, so I'm just using copy paper, and it's pretty thin copy paper, so it'll be fine once it dries though. And then I'll do one more. Let's see, should I do it on some Echo paper? Might look kind of cool since it's a green. I think I will, just for fun. So yeah, so anyway, that was my printer fiasco. But the cool thing I was going to share with you guys that I'm pretty excited about is I have mentioned on my channel before the shop. It's called Junk Journal Craft Lena, okay, is the name of her shop, and I have her link in the front on the About section of our channel. So if you want to go visit her shop. Her name is Lena Narcisi, and she is a wonderful digital designer. She's relatively new to design. She's been doing it for just over a year. It's been a dream of hers. She's just does a beautiful job. And so she approached me the other day and asked me if I would like to do design team projects with her. And so I said yes. So we are teaming up, and I'm going to be doing some projects on my channel and promoting it through our Facebook group and my Instagram. And she in turn is going to promote my work on hers. And so yeah, I'm really, really excited, you guys. So congratulate me. It's my first time I've done a design team project with anybody, a collaboration like that. And so I'm super, super excited, and I'm happy for her because she deserves attention. She's a hardworking woman, and she is always coming out with brand new digitals, just beautiful work. And she gives a lot of her digitals away on our Facebook groups. She gives a lot of samples away of her work and blesses people that way. Yeah, so anyway, so look for that to be coming up soon. I'm getting the papers ready. I already have a Christmas project in mind to use her stuff on, and for that. And then what I'm going to be doing is once a month, I'm going to be doing a design team project with Lena's work. So you guys will get to see her work once a month. So it'll be really cool. And when I do her work, I will of course link all of her kits. If you see something you like while we're working on it, on a project, there's going to be links in the description box for her work, and then that way you can go directly to that kit. And I have quite a few of her kits now, so I'll probably be mixing and matching, and I will link the different ones that I use in any given project. So for that video, or with that video. So yeah, so I'm so excited about that. I was really blessed that she asked me to represent her work like that. I thought that was quite a privilege and surprising. I mean, I heard someone the other day talking on YouTube, and she was thanking people, and she was, I understood her. I feel the same way. She was like, I want to thank you so much. It's just me, and that you guys actually like my work, and that I'm an inspiration to you is amazing to me. And that's exactly how I feel. It's exactly how I feel. Every time one of you tells me I inspired you, my heart, it just floods my heart with warmth to know that something I did made someone feel good, or made someone want to work in that, same vein and create something. And yeah, it's a big deal to be on the receiving end of your love and your acceptance is a big deal. So there's our 3 tags that we're going to build from. Okay. And I am going to pause super quick because I want to look real quick at my washi tape. Just one second. Okay, guys, I'm back. I found a few other washi tapes that are a little narrower that might work a little bit better. I just wanted to try real quick. Let's see. I wanted to try something else too. Let me set that there. I was thinking to use one of Tim's papers, so I cut a piece off that I could use as like an opening, and then I want to try and do let's see, I want to do a bottom flip, and I want to do a top, and I want to do one on the right side that's more like that. So it would be, the way I'm thinking is that it would be like this would be the opening, and then it would go like that, and then like that. Okay. So let's see if I can do that. Not you, me. But now that I'm looking, I'm thinking maybe because these are so big, it would be fine to use a few of these, yeah, I think I'm going to do that instead, the portrait setting. So let me grab my Distress ink over here, and I'm going to just darken these down some. I've spent probably the last 3 days, yeah, today's Tuesday and I started on Sunday, I guess, and I've been cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting on my Christmas stuff now, and I'm certainly not done. I'm not done printing. That's why I was upset that my printer's acting out, because I don't just have Lena's stuff to print, I also have my other stuff that I've purchased, you know, and then I also want to, you know, print out. And that printer had better not be going on, you know, going out the door for me. So I don't know if it's cheaper or not, but I think it's probably cheaper to just buy a new printer than it is to have someone come and look at it and fix it or take it somewhere. I don't know though, maybe not. I've never had a printer fixed before, except for at my old offices, so I have no idea. We shall see, right? Okay. So a lot of you had commented and said that you would pray for my neighbors. Thank you very much. And for us, thus far, it has been super quiet. And I was telling one of you today, I think they may have given the dogs to one of the siblings to keep, because I have not heard a peep out of those dogs. And so one is a Labrador and the other one is a German Shepherd. Very talkative, you know, dogs, and they always would bark a lot when the neighbor kids would leave. You know, I would joke that was the one time they could just bark and say hi and, you know, and talk and talk and talk. And the minute that they would leave, the people that lived there, the dogs would just start chattering, you know, because, you know, dogs just love to talk if they can, if they can get a chance to. I always used to tell my daughter, she would tell our dogs to be quiet, and I'm like, they're just talking. That's the only way they can talk. I mean, if, you know, they can't just sit around and bark all day, but once in a while, they got to get out a few words too, you know? Or like when you first get home and they're chattery, you know, they're excited. Doggies get excited. So anyway, yeah, I haven't heard a peep. So that right there says that it's possible that they aren't even in there now. I don't know. And I haven't seen any sign of them taking the dogs out to go potty or, you know, like before. So I'm pretty sure that they have given the dogs to, they had talked, I know that my landlord's wife had said that her daughter, his older sister, had talked about taking the dogs with her. So it's very possible that she's done that. And I hope so, because they just weren't in a good place. You know, these little dogs, they were very sweet. So, and even if they weren't sweet, they don't deserve to be abused, right? So, okay, so let's see here. I think I'm going to do the bottom one first. Oh, and that's another thing. I wanted to put some lace. So let me pick. We're going to do a lace that's about 1 inch wide, I believe. I love this right here. It's the darker brown. I just think it's so pretty. I'm not sure though if I want to use that or if I want to use one of these. Let me see here. That's cute too. I have this red, but it's a little wider than I wanted, but it's pretty. And I think this one's too narrow. And I don't have one that's like in the center. I guess I could just cut a piece and then, you know, cut it down the middle and use it that way, because it is about 2 inches. the red would go very nicely, of course, with these cards. So I'll give it a try. Let's see what I can do here. These are not my good scissors to cut with like that. So we're going to want to do the lace is going to be about the same length as your card. And like I said, but about an inch wide, okay? So okay. All right. Now, I'm going to set this stuff out of my way so I'm not tripping over everything. Okay. And I'm going to make sure my glue is active, because I will probably use my art glitter glue for the lace. I was using my Aleene's tacky glue earlier for the paper because it spreads a little better than the art glitter glue and doesn't leave those little bumps. You know, you get a better smoothness on your card when you use that with that kind of paper. So sorry, I'm just trying to make sure this isn't covering the, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the bottom one first, because I think if I try to do the top one first with it, it will end up causing me some problems. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do washi tape this time. So I'm just going to line this. Come on, my shaky hands. I'm trying to. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to use this gold. Or wait, do I want to use this one? I'll use this one. I'm going to use this gold here. And it's not a super sticky washi, but it is going to be good enough for our purposes right now. Oh, see, it's not sticky enough. Oh, wow. It is old, to be honest. Yeah, it's not sticking at all. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I will be using this one. Let's see. This one's so wide. I don't think I want to use that wide a piece, so let's cut that down in half. It's so pretty, though. It looks great with that gold. Okay, let's try again. All right, make sure I'm not longer. Okay. And that, I should have said, you want to put that face down so that the washi tape is on the back of your picture. It is a little bit, just a hair long. Okay. Now hopefully that's for that side, and then what I'm going to do is take the lace, and I don't know if I should use this red. It's a little bit brighter than I want. I don't know, maybe it'll look okay once I get the poinsettia on there. I guess it'll be okay. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and do actually, I don't think I need a second piece. I think the lace will hold it fine. I'm just going to trim this so that it's not quite, there we go. So I'm going to run a very thin bead here on both sides. Hopefully, oh, I'll probably need more than that, won't I? This is, I did not make a template of this or anything. I didn't, you know, this is, in fact, I'm going to turn that around. What do you call it? I'm just going to run this along here. We're doing this on the fly right here. That's my point. I've not done this with by myself and made like a prototype or anything like that. This is just crafting along with me and me figuring out what I want to do with it. So hope you'll bear with me. Okay. I'm going to use my dry wipe and just tap that. Art glitter glue is great with lace. It makes a liar of me. No, I'm kidding. Okay, let's just let that sit for a second and dry first. That's funny. I'm just hoping that this red looks okay. You know what I mean? There we go. Now you stay down. Okay. So there's the bottom one. Now we're going to do the one at the top here. Or no, you know what? I think I'll do this one first. So I'm going to flip this over, and I want to kind of put that one toward the center. And oops. Am I in the view? I am, right? In the thingy? Okay. Just making sure. You know how I can go out of frame and not even know it. Okay. There we go. And on the next one, I do want to do like, oh, come on, stay. Oh, you know what? It's over a little bit. That's why it's doing that. It's got to be flush. Okay. There we go. All right. There we are. That's better. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I don't remember what I was going to say. What was I going to say, you guys? Okay. Was that the piece I cut to go there, or was it this one? I think it was. Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and go about an inch on both sides so I get it everywhere that it needs to be to hold. And I dropped my dry wipe, so I'll grab a new one. I'm just going to press that glue down there. Okay. I hope that this turns out the way I want it to, and that I like it, so I put it in my journal and it's not a waste of my time. You know, sometimes you make things and then you figure out that you don't like your idea as much as you thought you would. So now we have our two little flips so far. Okay, and this one's gonna go, it's gonna go like that. And now we're gonna put the third one. So this one, I'm going to do here, and I'm wondering, should I have done the top one first? I don't, maybe I should have. What do you guys think? I think I should have, actually. Huh. Well, look at that. Okay, it's going to be here, so I'm going to turn it this way. And this one's tape is going to be on the back. Look at this ribbon. Its lace isn't wanting to lay down on this one. There. All right, so I'm going to cut piece of this tape and I'm going to put it on the back, and I hope I'm right in what I'm doing and I'm not going to mess myself up. But like I said, I didn't do a prototype on this. I usually do, for the most part, try stuff before I sit down and actually, you know, start doing it with you guys, but I think, let me trim this down. I think this will work. We'll see, right? If it doesn't, it's okay. I tried. I'm gonna do, yeah, so that's gonna be like that. I'm not liking the way this lace is holding here on this side, sorry. I'm just pulling it and making it lay down a little better. Okay. There we go. All right. Back to this. Anyway, okay, so I went like that. So I'm gonna, sorry. I apologize. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. Because I did this one on the inside and I don't, oh, this just does not want to stay right there. I think it's the ink and that paper. It's that, it's the matte photo paper and it doesn't seem to be wanting to cooperate with me. Let's see. Okay. I took a pause for a second to let that dry. Okay, so, and this tape was not holding, so I went ahead and changed to a wider piece, and yeah, it's holding better now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tape just up here in this corner on this side, and then I'm going to, I think it's about the right length. Let's see here, maybe a little bit more off. And I'm going to glue this because this tape is not sticking either. I don't know, maybe it's because it's so dry here in Arizona and it's cold. I don't know what's going on, but this washi tape is fighting me. So there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and do this little piece right here to secure this one to this part. The tape's so pretty, I think it'll be fine. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. On this one, I think, because, well, no, I'll just go ahead and secure it with the lace. It'll be fine. Okay. Make sure I got the right side up. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think on the next one I'm gonna do the hinge instead of the washi tape, only because my tape is just not cooperating. And I don't want to use some, I don't know, some weird ugly tape, you know what I mean? So I'll just probably do a couple of hinges. I think it'll make it a little easier. I know I'm probably doing overkill on my glue for my lace, but since it was struggling to stick. And then I realized when we're done, I'm gonna recover this back, I think. Or I may make this like a glue-in type tag. Yeah, see, it's not wanting to stick. I'm having a hard time getting that glue to hold down, which I don't ever have a hard time getting art glitter glue to hold my lace, so that's weird. Yeah, see, it's not wanting to hold. Maybe I'll try. I have some Fabrifix over here. So, not a lot. I need to get some more I'm almost out. It's so expensive, Fabrifit, or Fabri-Tac, I mean. It's so expensive. And even at Walmart, you know. Look at that. It's just not holding at all. That's so weird. Well, this is fabric to fabric, paper to paper, paper to fabric. So hopefully, hopefully the Fabri-Tac will do the trick. Yeah. I'll just let that sit there for a second. I'm going to go ahead and sit it actually aside for a minute and let it dry while I work on another one. This time, like I said, this time I want to use, I think I'm going to do a little hinge type thing here. Do I use those? Which ones did we pull? These look so bright against there that I feel like I'm not sure they match, but I know if they're distressed, they'll be okay. I don't know what I've got all over my glue. I think I have glue all over my handle. Oh no, it's sticking to me. There we go. Okay, that's better. See, ages it, takes out some of that brightness. Much better. All right. So I hope that you guys like these. They end up being something. You never know. I may not post the videos. Sometimes it's just, you know, I think I've only had that happen once where I thought, okay, you know what? Never mind. So we're not doing it. Oh, I was going to use one of the girls for that side. One of the portrait for that side. Let me see. Oh, they're cute. This couple. They look cute. Let's see here. All right. Now these do have to have these sides, the back side, distressed as well, because I didn't print anything on the back. Or there we go. I must have had my finger had some stuff on it. When doesn't my finger have stuff on it? The other day it was so funny. I was rubbing my face and it felt so rough, and I was like, oh, my skin is so rough. What's going on? And then I realized something. I had Fabri-Tac glue all over my fingers. And it, you know how when you wipe Fabri-Tac off, it can leave like a film of glue on your skin that you have to peel, you know? Yeah, it was funny. I was like, okay. All right, so now I had pulled, I think actually I'll go ahead and use a couple of these as little hinges. I think that'll be fine. Let's try that. You know what? I'm going to round this just so that it matches the other side. Now, go ahead and fold this. I think I'll use that side and glue this side down. We'll use the pretty side and glue the ugly side down. There we go. Well, not ugly, but you know, not as decorative. This is more decorative. Okay. All right. Put that little hinge there. Tara, you need to bring that in some. Okay. And then I'm going to put this one down here at the bottom. So okay. There we go. All right, there's that one. I am going to take my bone folder and just really get that fold on that hinge. And this time I think I will use a different lace. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this kind this time. I just really like this one, and I haven't used it in a long time. If you like it, I get it at Joann's. It's like, I don't know, $2 or something. Who knows now? Maybe it went off. Or not Joann's. I'm wrong. Hobby Lobby. I get it at Hobby Lobby. Yeah. Oops. I'm going to use the Fabrifix again, just in case, so I don't have I don't have any problems with it. Just running a thin line up. Well, if I can get it to come down. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right. And I'm going to flip that and do the same thing on the other side. All right, here's the first one. Now, where's that other little piece? Is that long enough? I think it'll be fine. Yeah. Okay. So I'm thinking I like doing it with the hinges better than the washi tape personally, but that's mostly because my tape is not cooperating. So if you have tape that'll stick down, it's just not cooperating with me. I could use the thinner and glue it, but you know, it's just, I think I will probably, if I do these again or anything like them, I will more than likely, okay, there we go. I will more than likely use the hinge method for me. Unless I can find that perfect washi tape for me that is the right width and stays on for me. Okay. I just kind of like the hinge look too, though. I think it's cute. Go here. Okay, that's pretty. Let's go ahead and do that little press to make sure it's pressed down as good as possible. And then that one's gonna go up here. Let me see, how's this one doing now? It's dry now. Still didn't get quite as much glue as I needed on that front part here. Yeah, I definitely like the hinge better. Let's see if we can get, oopsie. Oh gosh, I've got stuff glued all over the place. Look at me. Okay. Like that. But it's not wanting to stay down, and I think it's because of all that thick tape and stuff in there. So what I might do is, actually, maybe if I just press it under something, it'll be fine. Let's try that. I'm just going to put it underneath something and let it sit for a minute and see how it does. Okay, while we finish this one. Go ahead and get my lace for this one. Okay. Come on. I like Fabri-Tac. I will say though, I'm not as big a fan of it as like Pam is. Only because it tends to feel like it gets on me more. I think it's more of that. It seeps onto me more than I like. I think that's a lot of it. And it leaks out, you know, when you have your, like I've got the bottle laying on its side right now, so it's gonna leak out, because that's what it does. So, okay, so there's that one, and now I'm gonna do this one. Let's see, do we want to use this one, or do I want to do, I was thinking, I have a bunch of cute ones. They're really cute. Little couples and kids and some of these didn't print out as good as I'm sure the person who created them intended for them to. Not quite as good as I would like. Let's put it that way. Well, I'm thinking I'm only hem-hawing around because I wasn't sure. I kind of wanted this to come, you know, down over a little bit more, but it's still cute. And then if I need to punch too a hole here so that I have it ready. You know what, I kind of want to use this one here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's do one more of these. Remember, fold it whichever side you want to be facing on the inside. If you're going to do the hinge where it's going to show, make sure you fold it inside. Okay, you're going to want it to go, and the part that's going to not show, you'll want to be on the oh, you know what, I made that too long. Shucks. Okay, I'll have to trim that. One more snip here. Oops. Okay. Yeah, my nail, one of you commented, Pam, my nails are growing back. Yay. Exciting news. Yes. Now I'm so excited because, yeah, my nails are growing back. Okay, now on this one, it is, you know what? Because this picture is going to have to go a little bit, unless I snip off a corner of it. I could do that, actually. Here's my little card. I was going to say I could use this corner and kind of maybe line it up. Watch me totally screw this up. We'll see. I'm just trying stuff. Hopefully you guys don't mind just going along with me. This is my craft along today, so we'll see how I did. Let's see. Not too bad. Of course, I am coming up onto where I have trimmed that, so that's not good. So I'll just bring it a little bit lower. I'm wanting it to not bang into this one now because of the fact that I'm going to have this on here. And of course now that's impacted. It's one of those days for me, guys. Sorry. I'll be honest, it took forever to just get me on here to make a video. I've just been kind of struggling, so keep me in your prayers. I'm thinking about my family and my kids. It's the holidays. I'm missing them and can't really be with them in the way that I want to be. I'm sure some of you understand exactly what I mean, and it's kind of got me, I think, a little bit discombobulated. My ideas are not flowing. Oh, darn. I'm going to have to put that one on this side. They're not flowing as strong right now for some reason. I'm trying, though. So first I was blaming it on my vacation, and now I'm realizing I think I've been thinking about my kids a lot, and yeah. So okay, so I'm just going to directly put the glue here. Okay. All right, and I'm bringing that to where it's just right there with that one. Preference wise, I should have brought this up a little bit, and I would have liked to have maybe picked a picture that was a little bit longer that would cover this one. However, as I was doing it, I was thinking of what I could do, and I think I will go ahead and here, let me show you, possibly do like a little cover piece with Tim's, and so that it'll open, and then decorate this front part. I may even, I don't know if I can I do that without tearing this up? I might be able to trim this off, and then that way, yep, I'm doing it, you guys. I'm just gonna do it, and yep, that's what I'm gonna do. You know me. Sometimes I just blaze on in there and do something, you know. It's why I say, don't worry about it. If it doesn't work, you know, it doesn't work. It's your project, and, you know, you can do it how you want. It's okay. And if it doesn't turn out exactly, you know, the way you want it, you know, it's okay. Not the end of the world, right? It's just not the end of the world. So here, now, what I'm going to do is finish this little piece, and all right, What time is it? I'm probably, oh gosh, took way too long with this one. I'm so sorry. I'm already in an hour and I'm not finished. Okay. Just gonna bring that over. Oh, I used the art glitter glue, I forgot. With this one, I don't know, I've never had trouble with this lace. It's more cottony. This one is more lacy, it's slicker. And this one is, I don't know, it's more like cotton. I've just never had any problem with it sticking. So, with the art glitter glue. So anyway, so what I'm thinking here, I brought a couple of the doilies that I bought when I was up north. And, gosh, it's such a difficult thing for me to think about cutting into these. However, I was thinking about, yeah, doing that, like a little cover. And I think this particular, oh, I just did it. I did it. Oh, that hurt. I've never actually like cut into a vintage doily. Yeah, anyway. So what I was going to say is I'm going to put, yeah, this on with this. Okay. Now I could do like a hinge that goes around the back of this because this is going to get glued in. I'm not going to end up. So I'm thinking if I get one of, you know what, I'm just going to use another piece of this. I have no idea if this is going to work. I'm going to try it. Let me see here. Now I'm starting to hurry and get nervous. Let me get sure I'm in the camera. I know I start to get nervous and I craft and stumble around and okay, so what I was thinking, I don't know if it'll work, but I think I'll glue this here and then glue it to the back. And that way it's got a hinge, but it's not, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to glue this down. And this is going to be kind of bulky. It'll have to be dried underneath something to kind of flatten it out. And I may even end up doing a closure on it because of the fact that it's going to be a little bit bulky. Even a cutely designed paper clip, I mean, would look good. So, you know, come on, there we go. All right, now, so what I was thinking is to, yeah, I'm going to cut this down just a bit more, just a bit. Okay. All right. You stick. All right, now, just gonna make sure this is even back here, and I'm not paying attention to this as much, I'm paying attention to the front, or that card itself, because I want it flush. I want it flush with, as much as possible with the bottom, because it's gonna be like a little cover. See? And now I'm going to put this piece. I'm going to glue the front portion of this on first, and then I'm going to trim it. Okay. So again, we're going to use the Fabri-Tac. kind of bring it around, and hopefully I got it in the right place. Okay. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah. There we go. Okay. You know I'm not going to, oops, this is coming up. You know I'm not going to be able to finish this on camera, right? Because now I need to decorate it and all that. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Plus, it needs to dry. So what I'll do is when I post the video, I will post a picture of the finished product. And Tara needs to get a computer that she can edit her videos on so that I can, you know, fast forward through some places and be able to actually show you guys the entire process. I'm so sorry for that. That is a goal. It's coming, where I will eventually have the right equipment to do that, and that'll make it nice for you guys, because I want to make it nice for you guys because I love you. I do. So that's what we have so far. What time is it? Oh, it's time to go. Anyway, so I was going to go ahead and use probably not that one, but I was thinking of using, let's see, I like that. I wonder if I could fit that through. That was one of the reasons I did a wider hole here for this part, because I wanted it to, I'm wondering, can I twist that? There we go. This velour, I think it's pretty. The velvety. And I'm gonna glue that. Oopsie, oopsie. Because I don't normally glue the ribbon or anything that I put up here, but because it's such a thick cloth, and I'm gonna twist it and make it do what I want, I'm gonna glue it. I might, you know what, I'm even going to use my hot glue gun. That'll be even better than Fabri-Tac, of course, because that will make it do what I want right away. And I'm just going to, there we go. Okay, that's going to be our top. Yeah, and I think what I'll do is I'll put a little closure, and I'm going to decorate here. Do a little more work on it, but yeah, that's our little booklet, and it became fiddlier than it should have because of my lack of practicing first, but I think the hinge one worked better, and you've got your little spots to journal on, and then in here we could put like one of our little paper dolls, or you could leave it, you could put paper that's plain here for them to journal on. So I'll probably make a closure, and this is going to be glued into the book so that you won't see the back and all that. But anyway, I hope you guys liked it. It was kind of fiddly, and I apologize. That was my doing because I'm kind of fiddly right now. I'm just rounding these corners. And I love you, and I pray that you guys have a blessed and wonderful day. And tomorrow's Friday. Woohoo! The weekend. Yay! You guys, seriously, God bless each and every one of you. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.